Good morning. So this morning we're out on a job doing a pool deck. We're going to lift the pool deck up. It's sunk due to soil erosion from the storms we had last year. We're going to do some void filling below the pool deck. We're going to raise it up, level everything up, do some crack filling. Let's go. We're in Reddington Beach this morning. We're going to be jacking up this pool deck. It's sunk all around the pool itself due to soil erosion, soil compaction. So we're going to be pumping foam underneath these slabs, getting these levels sorted out again, getting it looking good. Okay, so we've drilled one hole here. You can see the separation or the drop that we have here. It's going to lift this whole roof up. We've drilled 1/3/8 hole over there. That'll sort this section out here. We're going to use a pry bar to assist it a little bit just to get the movement exactly where we want it. We're going to start off in this corner because this corner is actually not that bad. And then we're going to move to the sections that are worse so that we can get it level with that. So we use this pry bar with a leverage bar so that we can raise the concrete up where we want the foam to go, because the foam doesn't always go where we want it to go, but by lifting it mechanically and causing a void, the foam will follow the path of least resistance going into the corner where we want it. So that's where we get the lift, not close to the pool. Especially with this being a fiberglass pool, I don't want to work too close to the actual fiberglass because the foam will blow it out. So we're trying to work away from the pool, as far away from the pool as possible, but still maintaining the lift that we want. We've drilled a 3/8 hole away from the pool, but because the deck has dropped down this side, there's a void towards the pool, and we don't want the foam going into that void, so that when we pump foam underneath it, there you can see it lifting up, and that's where we want it. So I'll be holding it here while Eric is pumping foam. You can see the dramatic change, and this is what we want to do, is basically void fill this area that you can see is lifting up. So we're going to fill this up with foam so that it stabilizes and holds that into place right there where we need it. If you've got any concrete repairs in the Florida area, Tampa Bay area specifically, you need us to take care of your driveways, walkways, pool decks, give us a shout in the number below. We give free quotes. If you like the video, hit like and subscribe. Let's get back to the video. So we've raised this section up in the corner. You can see how high we've raised that to get that level. Now we've got these sloping away. So we've drilled our 3/8 holes there. I'm going to raise it with a pry bar again to cause a void, because we want the material to come to the outside, not rush back to the pool and blow the pool wall out. So I'll use these pry bars, get a bit of leverage on that to lift that up and get these two slabs to hopefully match. So we've raised this section to match this. However, we haven't got 100% lift yet, but I first want to stabilize the rest of it so that we can teach it so we don't get lift on the back, because there it's level, but we need to get lift in the front. So as you can see, we've drilled 5 holes in the front here, and we've got relief foam coming out, which is great because it means the material's pushing forward and out opposed to back towards this fiberglass pool. We don't want the material in the back. We don't want to bow that pool out. We only want lift in the front. And as you can see, we've probably got about 5 inches of lift at the bottom here already, because that was level with the ground at the bottom. And now we've got this little section here, which, as you can see, if we manipulate it with the pry bar, that's coming up perfectly there. So all the seams are closing up. We'll get a little bit of lift in the back as well. But then this will all be level, and with enough foam, it'll stabilize it. Once we get this done, we'll move back to the other sections that are not 100%, but we're getting the majority of it lifted, and then we'll tweak it in the end, just putting a little bit of foam in between just to get it perfect. But you can see that's the lift we're getting out of this one. All right, so we've just raised this little piece here, which is not 100% yet because we've got to get the corner up first. This is going to go down again, so we've got to maneuver between these two pieces and the corner piece to get that sorted out there. This will come up, so we're going to be juggling backwards and forwards across these pieces. All right, so we got this corner all sorted out. We got this crack level here. We got that teetering down. We got the cracks level on this side. Yeah, we're just moving back down this way to stabilize it, but we got this corner all done. Drilled 2 holes in the corner, went back to the little piece, and yeah, it's all coming together nicely, leveling it. Got a lot of relief foam, voids are filling up, it's looking good. We've got it exactly where we wanted. We still got a little bit of void in the bottom here, so I'm just going to spray some foam in here so that we don't get any soil erosion taking place underneath here. And when we're done, we'll cut this all off, and there'll be a nice wall of foam to prevent any soil from being eroded underneath there. So let's get some foam under there. It shouldn't take too much before it starts foaming out because there isn't much of a void, so this will work pretty well. There it comes. And that should do it. You can see the foam coming up through the crack there, filling that up, pushing outwards, preventing any further soil erosion taking place. We'll do a little spot this side as well. Just a little gap there, it's not much at all. There it comes. And that tidies up the void. All right, so basically what we've done is we have stabilized, lifted, and void filled this side of the pool deck. Everything's come up beautifully. The cracks are all closed up. We'll seal those off once we finish tidying up. But now we're going to move to the other side of the pool where the pool deck is also sunk. But this side was the worst, so we got this all level and got this looking pretty. And yeah, we're going to get back onto that side, stabilize that side, look, get a bit of lift out of that, void filling, and then we're good to go. All right, so this section we've pre-drilled holes. We haven't got a lot of lift to go. We've probably got 1/4 of an inch to go to lift these up, but because it's so broken, it's not a perfect situation. However, even if we don't get lift out of this and just stabilize it, that it doesn't get worse, we're going to be happy with that. We've got another hole drilled under there, which is supporting this beam. So we're going to jack that up a little bit so we can support that, and then we're good to go. All right, so we've got perfect lift out of here. You can see that's perfectly level. Got foam under there. That piece came up nice. That came up. So this is looking good. Now we've got this slab, which is a bit lower than that. So we're going to be pumping foam under that to raise that corner up. All right, so we've stabilized the pool deck. We've drilled a bunch of holes in the pool deck. We've put foam underneath. We've got lift all over, stabilized, void filled. So now we're going to do a bit of a cleanup, get rid of the foam. We're going to grind the cracks open, the V-notch grinder, fill them up with a self-leveling concrete, which will seal them off, and then the job's done. Now what we're doing is we're going to be grinding the cracks open with a V-notch grinder. So this is a grinder that has diamond tips on both sides. We run it through a crack. What it does is it cleans the crack open, it straightens it up so it's not so jagged. But most of all is it cleans both sides of the crack so that the material that we're going to be sealing the cracks with actually can adhere to it correctly. So this is basically the process here. So now we've used the V-notch grinder to open up all these cracks. Now, because the cracks are so big and so deep, we can't just fill it up with filler because it's going to run away inevitably until it fills the whole crack up, which is a waste. So we're going to take this spongy stuff, which is called baccarat, and we're going to lay it in there and get it down there nicely, squeeze it in so it closes all the gaps up. We'll give it about 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch of material thickness, as you can see there. And then we'll fill that up with a Sikaflex self-leveling concrete sealer to seal the cracks off. But there you can see inside there how we basically take up the larger gaps using the baccarat. Now we're going to start sealing it. Eric has gone around and he has filled up the little drill holes that we drilled for our grout needles. He's filled all of those up with some self-leveling concrete as well. So now it's just a matter of putting the sealer in the cracks, sealing that off, and then we're done with the job. All right, so we're all done. We got this job beautifully done today. I mean, remember, it's old slab, so we did the best we could. It was sunk down. We raised it up about 3 inches on this, the corner on this side. Once we were done, though, we didn't get 100% lift just purely because of the soil moving below the slabs before we got in, so it didn't teeter right. So we ended up having to grind a couple of little spots around here. But this section on the front, we raised this about 5 inches up. We got this nice and level on the front. Again, the corner was a bit wobbly, so we had to grind just a little bit to prevent trip hazards. But considering that the owner is actually going to repaint and recoat this pool deck, you know, you won't be seeing any of the grinding work and so on. So there's no trip hazard, there's no more cracks. We sealed all the cracks off. So these slabs along here were completely buckled and bent down. They dropped about 5 inches in the front. We raised that up. We filled the voids below here. We drilled the holes close to the front, as you can see, so we didn't get material flowing to the back. We kept the material in the front of the pool deck. We got this corner raised up. We got these 2 slabs nice and level. They were also all bent out of shape and cockeyed, but now it's all lifted up. We went around the pool weir area. We put some foam in here, stabilized that. And then lastly, we came around to this back area, which had sunk quite a bit. We got this up by about 1 inch on the back. I think it turned out really well. I'm happy. It's always a difficult job when we get on site like this and there's so many pieces that we need to move together. It's like putting a puzzle together with foam below it. But and it's always a tricky thing. I never guarantee 100% perfection, especially on an old deck like this with an old pool. But hey, we're saving the guys a lot of money doing this, and it's a permanent job. It's a 40-year guarantee on the material. It's as good as you're going to get for an old pool. So this guy's spent 1/10 of the price doing what we did, and he's going to have his pool up and running in another week's time. No demolition, no permitting needed, no rebuilds. We're in and out for a couple hours. I think this job took us about 4 hours today. No deposits required. We get in and out, get it done, and yeah, now I can go and get his pool back to normal and get his house going and enjoy his pool, just ready for winter time. All right, so we're all wrapped up, ready to go. Machine's packed away. The job's perfectly done. If you got a job for lifting concrete, foundations, walkways, pool decks, give us a shout in the number below. If you like the video, hit like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.